Something strange is happening in the TV market right now, and I think more people need to know about it. TVs that were selling for $2,000, $3,000, even $4,000 just 12 months ago are now available for half that price. And I am not talking about off-brand junk. I'm talking about flagship Samsung OLEDs, LG's best panels, Sony Bravia premium models, all seeing price cuts that feel almost too aggressive to be real. A 65-inch OLED that cost $20,500 last year is now going for $1,200. A 75-inch Mini LED from TCL that would have been $1,800 is now under $900. These are not Black Friday blowouts. These are the new regular prices. So, what is going on? Is this good news for buyers, or is there a catch? Let me break down exactly why this is happening, which models just got the biggest drops, and whether you should buy now or wait. If you are thinking about upgrading your TV this year, subscribe NextGen Picks, because I am going to save you serious money. Drop a like, and tell me in the comments, what TV are you looking to replace, and what is your budget? I will try to help in the replies. Let us get into it. First, let us understand what is driving these price collapses, because it is not just one thing. It is a perfect storm of market forces that all converged at the same time. Reason 1, overpeak production. Manufacturers ramped up production over the past 2 years, expecting people to upgrade every 2 to 3 years. But that is not what happened. People held on to their TVs longer, sometimes 5 or 6 years. When you have warehouses packed with inventory and buyers who are not rushing in, prices have to drop. Basic supply and demand. Reason 2, technology trickling down. Mini LED technology that was premium only 2 years ago is now being mass-produced by TCL, Hisense, and others at a scale we have never seen. When more factories can build the same technology, competition forces prices down. This is great for you as a buyer. Reason 3, the yearly model cycle. CES happened in January, and all the major manufacturers showed off their 2026 lineup. Retailers need to clear 2025 stock to make room. January through March has always been a good time for TV deals, but this year the discounts are historically aggressive. And reason 4, OLED production costs finally dropped. LG has been scaling OLED panel manufacturing for years, and the efficiency gains are now showing up in retail prices. More factories, better yields, lower cost per panel. That savings is finally reaching consumers. Now let me give you the actual models and prices, because talk is cheap. I want to show you real numbers from major retailers as of right now. Model 1, the Samsung S95 DQL D65-in. This was Samsung's flagship OLED, launched at over $3,500. Right now, multiple retailers have it at $1,800. That is a 48% drop on a television that reviewers consistently rated as one of the best displays ever produced. Anti-glare screen, brilliant colors, 120 Hz, and Samsung's best processing. At $1,800, this is an absolute steal for anyone who wants the premium experience. Model 2, the LG C40LE 65-in. LG's People's Champion. It launched around $2,100 and is now going for $100 to $2,300 depending on the retailer. This is the TV that gamers, movie lovers, and sports fans all agree on. 4 HDMI 2.1 ports, perfect blacks, 120 Hz, and the smoothest smart platform in the business. At $1,200 for a 65-inch OLED, we are in historic territory. This price was unthinkable 2 years ago. Model 3, the Sony Bravia 9 Mini LED 65-in. Sony's best Mini LED offering, started at $2,800, now available for $1,800 to $2,000. Sony's processing is still the best in the industry, and the Bravia 9 has over 1,000 local dimming zones. If you want the most accurate, most natural-looking picture from a non-OLED TV, this is it. Model 4, the LG G4 OLED 65-in. The gallery model with the brightest OLED panel LG has ever made. It launched at $3,200 and is now down to around $2,000. The micro lens array technology pushes brightness past 2,000 nits. It is basically an OLED that solves the brightness problem entirely. Worth it if you have a bright room and want OLED picture quality. Model 5, the TCL QM875N. This is the value bomb. TCL's flagship mini LED in a massive 75 in size was around $1,600. It is now going for $900 to $1,000. Thousands of dimming zones, QD color, 120 Hz and brightness that competes with TVs twice its price. For a 75-inch screen under $1,000, this is bananas. Model 6, the Hisense U8N 75-in. Same story. Hisense's best mini LED in 75-in was $1,400. Now available for around $800 to $900. Extreme brightness, great local dimming, 144 Hz for gaming, and Google TV running smooth. At this price, you are getting premium performance for mid-budget money. Model 7, the Samsung QN90D Neo QLED 65-in. Samsung's top mini LED non-OLED option was $2,200, now going for $1,300 to $1,500. Incredible brightness, great gaming, features, and Samsung's refined Tizen platform. If you want Samsung quality without going OLED, this is the sweet spot. Model 8, the Sony Bravia 7 Mini LED 65-in. Sony's mid-range mini LED with their legendary XR processor started at $2,000, now down to $1,200 to $1,400. Not as bright as the Bravia 9, but the processing makes everything look natural and cinematic. Studio-calibrated modes for Netflix and other streaming apps are built in. So, the big question, should you buy now or should you wait for the 2026 models? Here's my honest take based on watching this industry for years. If you see a price you are happy with on a model that fits your needs, buy it. Do not wait for the next sale. Do not wait for the 2026 models to get their own discounts. Here is why. The 2026 TVs that were just announced at CES are incremental upgrades. We are talking about slightly brighter panels, slightly better processors, maybe one or two new features. The improvements from 2025 to 2026 are not revolutionary. They are refinements. Meanwhile, the 2025 models at these clearance prices offer 90% of the 2026 experience for 50 to 60% of the cost. The math is simple. You save hundreds now and get a TV that will be excellent for the next 5 to 7 years. However, there are two scenarios where waiting makes sense. If your current TV works fine and you are not in a rush, there is no urgency. Prices will continue to trend downward over the year. And if you specifically want one of the new 2026 features, like Samsung's updated AI processing or LG's new G5 panel, then wait until those models launch in the spring and watch for the initial price drops that typically happen by late summer. Before you pull the trigger on any of these deals, let me give you 5 quick buying tips that will save you frustration. 1. Check the return policy. Costco gives you 90 days. Amazon is typically 30 days. Best Buy is 15 days. Walmart is 30. For a purchase this big, you want time to live with the TV and make sure you are happy. 2. Skip the extended warranty on TVs under $1,000. The math rarely works out. On premium TVs over $1,500, consider it, especially if it includes accident protection. 3. Do not forget about sound. Modern TVs are so thin that the speakers are terrible. Budget $100 to $300 for a soundbar. It transforms the experience more than any picture upgrade. 4. Check the actual model number, not just the brand and series name. Retailer exclusive models exist, and they are not always the same TV that reviewers tested. 5. Measure your space and viewing distance before you buy. A 75-in TV at 5 feet is overwhelming. A 55-in at 12 feet is underwhelming. Get the size right and everything else falls into place. TV prices are not just dropping, they are collapsing. And for buyers who do their research, 2026 is shaping up to be the best time to upgrade in the last decade. If this helped you find the right deal, hit subscribe NextGen Picks and share this with someone who is thinking about upgrading. Drop a comment telling me which model caught your eye. Thanks for watching.